gonna put it down right here. What are you doing?
Now you're on.
Why am I under arrest?
Why am I under arrest? Reckless endangerment, you drove that bike on the sidewalk for over 3 blocks.
No, I didn't. That was 1 block. I just turned right there off home. I'm not.
Like this, right? And we could transition this into a situation to where it's like, yo, listen, at the end of the day, right? Here's the reason why when it comes to black businesses tend to fail. We tend to fail because we don't take our business as serious as we approach other people's businesses. It's like, yo, when you go into the Chinese store, you know you better not be a quarter short, right? But if the mom and pop store and if you go into the Chinese store, you know you better not be a quarter short with them because they don't play that.
A quarter, a penny, man.
They know it ain't no short. You get what I'm saying?
No, 99 plus tax. Plus tax.
But we're not shorting each other on the money, we're shorting each other energetically. So let's say we starting a business, we creating something together.
Yeah, oh, his shit ain't shit. What he got, you know what I'm saying, throwing your brother under the bus, you know what I'm saying?
Or if it's just not financially beneficial at the moment.
Supporting the other man instead of the brother man, you feel
I
me?
get that, but again, listen, dogs, I'm not your lady. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't lie to me, don't game me. Like, when we sit down at the table and we sharing this sauce and this seasoning, no freaky, as far as the business venture and what we doing and business plans and programming, everybody's not privy to that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when we sharing business plans, especially intellectual property, shit that could be taken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas have to be selective on who we do business with. Because once we do that shit all in for one and all dogs, niggas need to know that that's just what it is. And my problem is everybody's word don't be they bond. Niggas be having different motivations. So my thing is this, like, yo, dogs, you can neglect the brick and mortar phase for employment, but eventually we all gonna need careers if we gonna get the fuck up out this bitch.
Yeah.
I would never neglect an opportunity to advance career-wise for a job. I'm just at that point. So that's why, you know, like you always say, a wise Yoda. A wise Yoda once said, right? True freedom is the ability to say no.
Well, absolutely.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
strength.
And not having to
More
jump
than
at
weakness.
every opportunity that's presented to you. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's beneficial in the immediacy.
Conditional.
Can we think
Conditional.
long term?
Your immediate. You might have a little bit more backing, more coverage, and yet in regards to someone else's immediacy, I can't speak to somebody's desperate time. If I can't help them in that desperate time, they may say, if I can't help them in that desperate time, they may say, listen, I feel what you're saying, bro, but I gotta. Come in?
No, yeah. Just play along.
Yeah. And those desperate times, they may say, yo, I can't, there's nothing more I can do. I gotta take that.
I get that.
Can you be mad at them?
No, you can't. But what I'm trying to say is, your ass don't belong in the huddle then. Sit your ass on the motherfucking practice team. Because when niggas is making plans with you, like you a starter, I expect you to know the starter's playbook. If you telling us you're gonna be a starter, you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And sometimes we don't, or we won't, or we can't, and we just can't say it for whatever reason. But the point is, when you see brothers building momentum, there's still a role for everybody.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. Or
And
you just got to
sometimes-
come back and invest
For
more.
clarity, though.
You got to come back and invest more.
Every man's word is
Accountability.
his bond. My ninja, I can only
Accountability,
go by
though, you know
what
what
you
I'm
saying.
Right.
Nah,
I can only go-
Nah, fuck that. I can only go by what you show me. You can say whatever the fuck you want
Right,
to say.
I agree with that. It's a say,
and that's
it's
what
a-
brings us
it's
to
a
this
say,
point.
It's a say
That's
and
what brings
show.
us to this point.
It's a show and prove. That's why they always say
No, but that's
show
what-
and
yeah,
tell.
that's what brings
It's
us
a
to
show
this
and
point,
tell.
though. That's
Don't
what
get
brings
me
us to
wrong.
this point.
Listen,
You got to show me.
no. Somebody could tell you something, but things could have occurred. Now you're right. It all depends on how much
We
time
got
frame
them folks
within
too.
the
We
time.
gotta keep rolling. Don't stop. Nothing.
Yeah,
Keep
within
doing
the
everything.
time frame, within the time frame, did you get back to me and let me know, yo, listen, my mistake, yo, something dire, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Can't we do this as an alternative? You dig what I'm saying?
What you saying?
So
What I'm trying to say is, when that don't happen, I'm not talking about the examples or the time periods when that shit is going down. I'm talking about the lackadaisical way we report to each other when we see brothers just trying to build something of importance. But when it comes to them crackers, pardon my French, when it comes to these oppressors, when it comes to these other folks, you get what I'm saying? Ninjas is abrupt. Ninjas is making sure they letting them know they everywhere about. Motherfuckers that don't even care about
to
it.
some degree, but I won't fully say that. I'll say
Nah,
this.
you calling in because after 2 days there's no call, no show.
I'll say
you
this.
checking in with them folks and you let them know, even if you got to fake a cold or act like something happened with your folks, you can't come in that day. You letting them know what's up with you. But you
right,
go
right
AWOL on your brother with no apologies and no type of motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
I'll say what it is. It's we just in general. Now, I don't know, maybe it could be our culture, or it could be everybody as a whole. We practice the definition of insanity rather than trying to rectify the alternative.
Now
a
you're
lot
going
of
to have to
times.
explain further on that.
Oh, yes.
What you mean by that?
Well, we know what insanity means, and if we don't, let me give you a
how do we practice it?
picture. We practice insanity because
American
we continuously do the same thing,
Just
expecting a
spitting the same
different,
madness.
expecting a
Expecting
different
Like
result.
believing our brothers, taking our brothers at face value
I've told
when
you
the
that,
act,
though.
but hold up, when the actions prove different.
I've
What
been
the
told
fuck
you
they-
that.
No, you
I
got
said it's
no,
a
no.
show
In this
and prove
particular
situation,
no,
and
but
if you don't show
no,
and
but hold
prove,
up, but hold up.
I'm not going.
No, but no, you said you've been told me that, but let's take it in particular without naming particulars.
Sit in shit too long, it stops smelling. So come the fuck out of there.